Okay, Hasbar A2, Gemara Brachot, Daf Yud Dalet Amud Bet. We left off earlier that Rav had said Shema and then put on his tefillin, and we brought a question from the Braita. We saw that if a person is digging a grave for somebody, that he is exempt from Shema, Tefillah, and Tefillin. And then it says that if the time for Shema came, a person should stop what they're doing, wash their hands, put on their tefillin, then say Shema, and then daven. Different from that of Rav. So the Gemara is going to ask a simple question. Hagufa kasha. Hagufa kasha. The Braita itself, there's a question on the Braita itself. Why? Reisha Amar Potter. The beginning of the Gemara of the Braita said that a person was Potter from saying the Shema. As we see over here, Chofer is Kach, Kuch Lemes Bekever, Potter Mikriyat Shema. So how come in the Reisha it says Potter, the Seifa, and the second part of the Braita, Chayav, that they're Chayav in Shema? And look at the second part of the Seifa. Yigiz Man Kriyat Shema, Olev and Notel, Yadav, get up and wash your hands, Maniach Tefillin, V'Kori Kriyat Shema Muspalel. So how come in the Reisha you say Potter, and in the Sefer you say Yechayiv in Shema? Halo kasha. It's not really a difficulty. Why is that? Seifa betray. The Sefer, the second part of the Braita, is talking about two people who are digging the grave, and they rotate it out. One will continue digging the grave, and the other one will say the Shema. V'Reisha, when the Reisha said one is Potter from reciting the Shema when they're digging the grave, B'chad. It's only talking about one person. So when there's only one person doing the mitzvah, you shouldn't stop to say Shema, but complete and finish the Mishnah. Good. So now we've answered the Braita's question on itself, meaning the stira, the contradiction between the Reisha and the Seifa, whether one should say Shema or not in the middle of a mitzvah. And now, regardless, we go back to the original question on Rav. Why did Rav first say Shema and then put on tefillin? Mikol Malkam, in the final analysis, Kashla Rav, we still have the question of Rav. Why did Rav first say Shema and then put on tefillin? Don't forget to do your Hasbar, and don't forget to summarize. Pick it up here at Hasbar 8.3. I do want to point out two Rashis on the side. Potter Mikriyat Shema, when they talked about a person's Potter Mikriyat Shema when he's doing another mitzvah, the osek b'mitzvah pater min a mitzvah. That's a general rule that we have. When a person is involved in one mitzvah, he's exempt from another mitzvah. Kida amrinin, as we learned, beperek kama, we learned earlier on Daf Yud Aleph Amud Aleph. The words in the Shema say b'shiftecha b'veisecha. When you sit in your house, prat comes to exclude la'osek b'mitzvah, meaning if you're osik in a mitzvah, then you leave your house. You're not supposed to be in your house. You're supposed to be osik in a mitzvah. So that's the idea. Osik a mitzvah, pater mitzvah. When you're involved in doing a mitzvah, you're pater from other mitzvot. V'sefer betarte. When we said the sefer, when we're talking about digging a grave, and the time for Shema came, one should recite the Shema. We're talking about there were two people who were digging the grave. V'hachi ka'amar, and this is what it means. Im shnayim heim, if there are two people there, maniach et chavero, one guy takes a rest from his friend, chofer, and he keeps digging, and his other friend, who oleh mekayim mitzvah kriyat shema tefillin utfilah, he gets up from outside up the grave, and he fulfills the mitzvah of Shema and tefillin and tefillah. And then he'll return to the work, and his friend will get up. So as long as there's someone is involved in the mitzvah, you can leave that mitzvah to fulfill the time-related mitzvah of Shema, Tefillin, and Kriyat Shema.